There is something eternal about the arc of a basketball in flight, the rotation, the follow-through held in perfect stillness. Tonight, we travel through the lives of four marksmen who turned shooting into art. Close your eyes and let their stories carry you gently into rest. Before Stephen Curry became the greatest shooter in basketball history, he was just a kid sitting courtside watching his father play. Del Curry spent 16 years in the NBA, known for his smooth stroke and his quiet professionalism. Young Stephen absorbed everything: the footwork, the release point, the hours in the gym when nobody else was watching. He grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina. While other children dreamed of dunking, Stephen dreamed of shooting. He was small, 6 feet tall, maybe 6'1" on a generous day, thin, 160 pounds soaking wet in high school. The major college programs looked past him. Too small, they said. Not strong enough, not athletic enough for the Atlantic Coast Conference or the big-time programs that won national championships. So he went to Davidson College, a small school in North Carolina, the kind of place where everyone in town knew your name. His freshman year, he averaged 21.5 points per game. By his sophomore year, he was scoring 25.9 per game. The nation started to notice. He led Davidson to the Elite Eight in the 2008 NCAA tournament. He scored 30 points against Gonzaga. He dropped 33 on Georgetown. He hit shot after shot after shot, often from distances that seemed impossible. Still, the NBA had questions. The Golden State Warriors took him 7th overall in the 2009 draft. Analysts wondered if his college success would translate. The speed of the game, the size of the defenders, the physicality. His first 2 seasons showed promise: 17.5 points per game as a rookie, 18.6 in year 2. Then came the injuries. In the 2011 to 2012 season, his ankle betrayed him. He sprained it once, then again, then again. He played only 26 games that season. The Warriors placed him on a minutes restriction. Sports columnists wrote that he might be too fragile, that his body could not handle the rigors of 82 games. Some whispered that Golden State should trade him while he still had value. The Warriors gave him a 4-year contract extension worth $44 million. Many observers called it risky. Stephen called it belief. He restructured his training, strengthened his ankles, changed his landing mechanics. The 2012 to 2013 season, he played 78 games. He averaged 22.9 points per game and made 272 three-pointers. The whispers about fragility began to fade.
Mark Jackson coached those Warriors teams. He believed in Stephen, told him to shoot whenever he felt the rhythm, told him the offense would flow through his shooting gravity. Defenders would be drawn to him like moths to flame, and that would open everything else. The 2013 to 2014 season, Golden State made the playoffs. They lost in the first round, but something was building. Stephen averaged 24 points per game. He made 261 three-pointers. Then came the 2014 to 2015 season. Steve Kerr replaced Mark Jackson as head coach. The offense became more fluid, more movement, more screens. Stephen ran marathons each game, sprinting around picks, relocating to open spaces, rising up in rhythm. He made 286 three-pointers, breaking his own NBA record. He averaged 23.8 points per game. He won the Most Valuable Player award. The Warriors won 67 games. In the playoffs, they rolled. They beat New Orleans. They beat Memphis. They beat Houston. They faced LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers in the finals. The series went 6 games. Stephen averaged 26 points per game. Golden State won their first championship in 40 years. The parade through Oakland drew over 1 million people. Stephen held the trophy above his head, mouthguard dangling, smile bright as sunlight. He had silenced every doubt, but he was not finished.
The 2015 to 2016 season became something mythical. Stephen made 402 three-pointers. 402. No one had ever made even 300 in a season before him. He averaged 30.1 points per game. He shot 50.4% from the field, 45.4% from three-point range, 90.8% from the free throw line. On some nights, he would pull up from 30 feet, the defender draped on him, and swish it clean through. Announcers ran out of words. Fans ran out of disbelief. He hit a three-pointer in 157 consecutive games, an NBA record. He became the first unanimous most valuable player in league history. All 131 voters selected him. No one else came close. February 27, 2016. Golden State played the Oklahoma City Thunder. Overtime. The game tied. Stephen brought the ball up the right side. Kevin Durant guarded him. Stephen dribbled between his legs, crossed over, pulled up from 37 feet. The ball rotated perfectly through the air. It splashed through the net. He turned before it even went in, tapping his chest, the Oracle Arena exploding into chaos. People said he broke basketball, that he made it unfair, that no one should be able to shoot like that from those distances with that consistency. He smiled and kept shooting.
The Warriors won 73 games that season, breaking the 1995-96 Chicago Bulls record of 72. They lost in the finals to Cleveland in 7 games, but the legend was cemented. Stephen Curry had changed the sport. Children around the world started shooting from their driveways, 30 feet from the basket. Youth coaches begged them to get closer. But the kids had seen Curry. They wanted to be him. The three-point attempt rates across all levels of basketball skyrocketed. Analytics departments recalculated shot value. Two-pointers in the mid-range became inefficient. Corner threes became gold. Stephen won another championship in 2017 and another in 2018. He won a 4th in 2022. He became the NBA's all-time leader in three-pointers made, passing Ray Allen on December 14, 2021, in a game against the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden. He pointed to the sky. His father sat courtside, tears in his eyes. By the end of the 2023 to 2024 season, Stephen had made over 3,700 three-pointers. No one else was even close. He had made shooting from distance not just acceptable, but preferable. He had proven that size did not matter if your skill transcended the normal boundaries of physics and geometry. Defenders studied him endlessly. Coaches designed schemes specifically to stop him. It rarely worked. He moved without the ball better than anyone in history. He understood angles, spacing, timing. He could shoot off the catch, off the dribble, off balance, contested, from distances that defied logic. His release was quick. His accuracy was almost supernatural.
Some fans believe he is the most impactful offensive player in basketball history. Not the greatest, perhaps, but the most impactful. The player who changed how the game is played at every level, from elementary school gymnasiums to NBA arenas. He remains humble, soft-spoken in interviews, generous with his time. He chews his mouthguard during games, a nervous habit from childhood. When he makes a big shot, he shimmies, just a little shake of the shoulders, pure joy. There is a grace to Stephen Curry, a lightness. He plays with a smile, he celebrates with his teammates, he never seems burdened by expectation. He simply shoots, and the ball, more often than not, finds its way through the net. On quiet nights, when the arena empties and the lights dim, you can almost still see him there, running around a screen, rising up from 28 feet, following through, the ball spinning perfectly, arcing high, dropping soft through the net, again and again and again. Ray Allen was born Walter Ray Allen Jr. on July 20th, 1975, in Castle Air Force Base, California. His father served in the military, so the family moved often. Ray learned early how to adapt. New schools, new teammates, new gyms. He found consistency in the one thing that never changed, the basketball hoop. 10 feet high, 18 inches in diameter. Everywhere he went, it was the same.
He attended the University of Connecticut. In his junior year, he led the Huskies deep into the NCAA tournament. He was known then mostly for his athleticism, the smooth drives to the basket, the explosive dunks. Scouts projected him as a versatile guard who could defend and score in transition. The shooting was good, they said, but not otherworldly. The Milwaukee Bucks selected him 5th overall in the 1996 NBA draft. That draft class included Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Steve Nash, and Stephon Marbury. Ray made the all-rookie second team. He averaged 13.4 points per game. Respectable. Promising, but not yet elite. What the scouts did not fully appreciate was the work ethic. Ray treated shooting like a science. He took the same shots from the same spots every single day. Hundreds of them, thousands of them. His routine never wavered. He arrived at the gym early. He stayed late. He studied film. He adjusted his footwork by millimeters, his release point by fractions of inches. He understood that greatness in shooting was not about talent. It was about repetition, muscle memory built over years until the shot became as natural as breathing. By his third season in Milwaukee, he averaged 19.5 points per game. By his fourth, 21.8. He made the All-Star team. The league started to notice. Ray Allen could really shoot. In 2003, Milwaukee traded him to the Seattle Supersonics. In Seattle, he blossomed into one of the game's elite scorers. He averaged 23.9 points per game in his first season there, 24.1 in his second, 25.1 in his third. He led the league in three-pointers made in the 2005 to 2006 season with 269. His shot was textbook perfect. High release, perfect rotation, the same stroke every single time. He played 6 seasons in Seattle, made the All-Star team multiple times, but the team struggled. They made the playoffs, but never advanced far. Ray was entering his 30s. Time was running out to win a championship. In 2007, the Boston Celtics traded for him. They also traded for Kevin Garnett from Minnesota, combined with Paul Pierce,
who had been in Boston for years, the Celtics suddenly had 3 future Hall of Famers. The media called them the Big Three. Ray sacrificed. In Seattle, he had been the #1 option. In Boston, he became the third. He took fewer shots. He moved off the ball. He spotted up in corners. He ran endlessly through screens, wearing defenders out, collapsing defenses, creating space for others. Many observers noted that his willingness to accept a lesser role showed maturity and championship focus. The 2007 to 2008 season, the Celtics won 66 games. In the playoffs, they defeated the Atlanta Hawks, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Detroit Pistons to reach the finals. They faced the Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe Bryant, against the Big Three. The series went 6 games. In Game 6 in Boston, Ray scored 26 points. He made 7 three-pointers. Boston won 94-81. Ray finally had his championship. He was 32 years old. He had waited 12 years. After that season, people assumed Ray would retire a Celtic. He and Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett seemed inseparable. But basketball is a business. The Celtics aged. In 2012, they reached the Eastern Conference Finals again, but lost to the Miami Heat in 7 games. That summer, Ray became a free agent. The Miami Heat offered him a place in their rotation. LeBron James and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh were there. Ray would come off the bench. He would make less money than Boston offered. But he believed Miami gave him the best chance at another championship. Boston fans felt betrayed. They booed him when he returned. They called him a traitor. It hurt Ray deeply. He had given Boston 5 years, a championship, all-star appearances, professionalism. But he understood. Sports fandom is emotional. Loyalty matters. He accepted the hatred and moved forward. In Miami, he embraced his role. 6th man, spot-up shooter, veteran leader. He played 26.2 minutes per game in his first season there. He averaged 10.9 points per game. Not the star anymore, just a piece, but an important piece. The 2012 to 2013 season, Miami fought through the playoffs. They reached the finals against the San Antonio Spurs. The series went 7 games. In Game 6 in Miami, the Spurs led by 5 points with 28 seconds left. Most people assumed the series was over. San Antonio would win the championship. LeBron James made a 3-pointer. Timeout. 20 seconds left. San Antonio still led by 2. Kawhi Leonard went to the free throw line. He missed the first. Made the second. 3-point game. 19 seconds left. LeBron missed a 3-pointer. Chris Bosh grabbed the offensive rebound. He kicked it out to the corner. Ray Allen stood there. He caught the ball. His feet were on the 3-point line. He backpedaled. 1 dribble. He rose up. Smooth stroke. Textbook form. The ball rotated perfectly. It went through the net. Tie game. The Heat won in overtime. They won Game 7 2 nights later. Ray Allen had saved the season with 1 shot. 1 shot built on 10,000 practice shots. 1 shot that required the calmest nerves in the most pressurized moment.
After the game, reporters asked him how he made it. He said he had practiced that exact shot thousands of times. Same spot, same situation, same footwork. When the moment came, his body knew what to do. That is the secret of great shooters. They do not rely on inspiration. They rely on preparation. Ray played one more season in Miami, another finals appearance, another championship. Then he played one final season, 2014 to 2015. His body was breaking down. His knees ached. His back hurt. He was 40 years old. He retired after that season. He finished his career with 2,973 three-pointers made, the most in NBA history at the time. He shot 40% from three-point range for his career, 89.4% from the free throw line. He was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2018. People remember the shot against San Antonio, but those who knew him remember the mornings, the empty gyms, the same routine every day for 20 years, the commitment to craft, the respect for the process. Ray Allen proved that shooters are not born, they are built. One shot at a time, one day at a time, for years and years until the impossible becomes routine. He lives quietly now. He acts occasionally. He supports charities. He spends time with his family. When asked about his legacy, he speaks not about championships or records. He speaks about work, about discipline, about respect for the game. On silent mornings, somewhere, a young player is in a gym, taking the same shot over and over, adjusting, perfecting, building the foundation. Ray Allen would smile at that. He would understand. That is how greatness is made. Reggie Miller was born with hip deformities. As a young child in Riverside, California, he wore braces on both legs. His hips were misaligned. His legs were weak. Doctors said he might never walk normally. His sister Cheryl, 18 months older, was already a basketball prodigy. She was stronger, faster, more talented. She dominated him in one-on-one games in the driveway. She did not go easy on him. He learned to compete. He learned to find other ways to win. By high school, the braces were gone. Reggie had grown tall and thin, 6'7", 185 pounds, all sharp angles and elbows. He was not a great athlete by NBA standards. He could not jump especially high. He was not particularly quick, but he could shoot, and he never stopped moving. He attended UCLA. In his 4 years there, he became one of the best scorers in school history. The Indiana Pacers drafted him 11th overall in 1987. Indianapolis was a small market, a quiet city, a team that rarely made headlines. Reggie would spend his entire 18-year career there, all with the Pacers, all wearing number 31. His early years were solid but unspectacular. He averaged 10 points per game as a rookie, 12 in his second year, 16 in his third. The Pacers were mediocre, but Reggie kept working, kept shooting, kept running. By the 1993 to 1994 season, something clicked. Reggie averaged 19.9 points per game. He made 123 three-pointers. The Pacers made the playoffs and reached the Eastern Conference Finals. They faced the New York Knicks, Madison Square Garden, the biggest stage. Game 5, June 1st, 1994. The Knicks led the series 3-1. The Knicks were confident, their fans were loud. In the stands sat Spike Lee, the famous director and devoted Knicks fan.
He and Reggie had developed a rivalry. Spike heckled Reggie all game, every game. Reggie loved it. In the fourth quarter, with the game tight, Reggie exploded. He scored 25 points in the final quarter alone. He hit 5 three-pointers. He gestured towards Spike Lee. He made the choke sign with his hands, wrapping them around his own throat. The Garden went silent. The Pacers won. Reggie finished with 39 points.
The series went back to Indianapolis for Game 6. The Pacers won. Game 7, back in New York. The Knicks won. Reggie's season ended, but his legend began. May 7th, 1995. Pacers versus Knicks again. Playoffs. Madison Square Garden again. Indiana trailed by 6 points with 18.7 seconds left in the game. The game appeared over. Reggie caught the ball on the right wing. He shot a three-pointer. It went in. 13 seconds left. Down 3. The Knicks inbounded. Reggie stole the ball. He was fouled immediately. He went to the free throw line. He made both. 11 seconds left. Down 1. The Knicks inbounded again. Reggie deflected the pass. Scramble for the loose ball. The Pacers regained possession. 7.5 seconds left. Reggie caught the ball at the top of the key. He rose up. He shot a three-pointer. It went in. 8 points in 9 seconds. The Pacers won 97-95. Madison Square Garden sat in shocked silence. Reggie pointed to the crowd. He smiled. He had broken their hearts. That moment defined him. The assassin, the clutch performer, the man who thrived in chaos. He averaged 21.8 points per game that season. He made 129 three-pointers. He made the All-Star team.
The following seasons, Reggie continued to torment opponents. He ran endlessly off screens. He used his defenders' momentum against them. He shot off balance. He shot contested. He shot from distances that seemed unreasonable. He made them anyway. His shooting form was unorthodox. He held the ball high. His elbow pointed out slightly. But it worked. It went in. That is all that mattered. He talked trash relentlessly. To opponents, to fans, to anyone within earshot. He fed off negativity. The boos fueled him. The hatred made him sharper. In his mind, every game was personal. The Pacers reached the NBA Finals in 2000. They faced the Los Angeles Lakers, Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. The series went 6 games. Reggie averaged 24.3 points per game, but the Pacers lost. It was the closest Reggie ever came to a championship. He played 5 more seasons after that. He never reached the finals again. He retired in 2005 at age 39. He finished with 2,560 career three-pointers, second only to Ray Allen at the time. He averaged 18.2 points per game for his career, 5 All-Star selections, 3 All-NBA teams, no championship. Many observers say his absence defines his legacy as much as anything else. The what if, the near miss, the great player who never won it all. But Reggie never expressed regret. He played the game with joy. He competed with fire. He gave everything to the Pacers, and the city loved him for it. After retirement, he became a commentator. His voice became familiar to a new generation of fans. He spoke with insight, with humor, with the confidence of someone who had lived those moments. When people discuss Reggie Miller, they mention the 8 points in 9 seconds,
the 25-point fourth quarter, the battles with Spike Lee and the Knicks, the theatrics, the trash talk, the skinny kid from Riverside who wore leg braces and became one of the most clutch shooters in NBA history. They also mention his loyalty. 18 years with one franchise. In an era when stars changed teams, Reggie stayed. Indianapolis was not Los Angeles or New York. It was smaller, quieter, but it was his. The Pacers retired his number. A statue of him stands outside the arena. He is forever part of that city. Some fans believe the championship is everything, that without it, a career is incomplete. Others believe that greatness is about more than rings, about consistency, about loyalty, about defining moments in big games, about respect from peers.
Reggie Miller had all of that. He changed what people believed a shooting guard could be. Before him, shooting guards were expected to be athletic scorers who could slash to the basket. Reggie could not do that. He was not fast enough, not explosive enough. So he redefined the position. He proved that a pure shooter, running off screens, constantly moving, could be a superstar. He paved the way for players like Ray Allen, for Stephen Curry, for every guard who built their game around shooting first. He showed that you did not need to be the biggest or the fastest. You needed to be the smartest, the toughest, the most relentless. On quiet nights, the echoes of Madison Square Garden still carry his memory. The three-pointer from the wing, the free throws under pressure, the choke gesture, the smile. Reggie Miller, forever young, forever moving, forever shooting. Larry Bird was born in West Baden Springs, Indiana, on December 7, 1956. He grew up in French Lick, a small town of less than 2,000 people. His family was poor. His father worked various jobs. His mother cleaned houses. Larry spent hours alone, shooting baskets on a dirt court behind his house. No nets, just a rim nailed to a pole. He was not naturally gifted. He was not fast. He could not jump high. But he understood angles. He understood timing. He practiced constantly. He learned every spot on the court, every release point, every way to score. He attended Indiana University briefly after high school. He lasted less than a month. Homesick, overwhelmed, he returned to French Lick and worked for the town's street department. He drove a garbage truck. He wondered if basketball was behind him. But the game pulled him back. He enrolled at Indiana State University. In his 3 years there, he transformed the program. In his senior year, 1978 to 79, he led Indiana State to the national championship game. They faced Michigan State and a young point guard named Irvin Magic Johnson. Michigan State won, but Larry Bird won the Naismith College Player of the Year award. He averaged 28.6 points per game that season. He shot 53% from the field. The Boston Celtics had drafted him 6th overall in 1978, even though he still had a year of college eligibility remaining. They waited. They knew he was worth it. Larry joined the Celtics for the 1979-80 season. He averaged 21.3 points per game. He made the All-Star team. He won Rookie of the Year. Boston improved from 29 wins the previous season to 61 wins with Larry. The Celtics were relevant again. What made Larry special was not athleticism. It was everything else. He saw the game 3 moves ahead. He knew where defenders would be before they did. He could shoot from anywhere. His shot was not quick. It was not textbook.
but it was effective. He shot with high arc, soft touch, incredible accuracy.
He also talked constantly. He told defenders where he would score from. Then he scored from there. He once walked into the locker room before the three-point contest in 1986 and asked the other competitors, "So who's playing for second place?" He won the contest. The Celtics won the NBA championship in 1981. Larry averaged 21.9 points per game in the playoffs. He was 24 years old. He had a championship, but he wanted more. The 1983-84 season, he won his first Most Valuable Player award. He averaged 24.2 points per game. The Celtics won the championship again, defeating the Lakers in 7 games. Larry averaged 27.4 points per game in that finals. He outplayed Magic Johnson on the biggest stage. The next year, he won MVP again, then again the following year. 3 consecutive MVP awards from 1984 to 1986. Only 3 players in NBA history have won 3 straight MVPs: Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, and Larry Bird. The 1985-86 season was perhaps his greatest. He averaged 25.8 points per game. He shot 49% from the field, 89% from the free throw line. The Celtics won 67 games. They won the championship, defeating Houston in the finals. Larry won Finals MVP. He was at the peak of his powers.
On March 12, 1985, against the Atlanta Hawks, Larry scored 60 points. He made 22 of 36 shots. He barely missed. After the game, Hawks players said it felt like playing against someone from a different dimension. Dominique Wilkins, one of the most explosive scorers in the league, said he had never seen anything like it. Larry's battles with Magic Johnson defined the NBA in the 1980s. East Coast versus West Coast, blue collar versus showtime, grit versus style. They met 3 times in the finals. Magic won twice, Larry won once. But the rivalry elevated the league. Television ratings soared. The NBA became mainstream. Larry never backed down. In Game 5 of the 1987 Eastern Conference Finals against the Detroit Pistons, with 5 seconds left and the Celtics down 1 point, Larry stole an inbound pass intended for Isaiah Thomas. He immediately passed to Dennis Johnson for the game-winning layup. The Celtics won the series, but the wear was showing. Larry's back began to hurt. He had paved a driveway at his mother's house during the offseason in 1985. He did it himself. Bags of gravel, hours of shoveling. The physical labor damaged his spine. Doctors later said he had degenerative disc issues. By the 1990-91 season, he could barely play. He missed games. He played through intense pain. He lay on the floor during timeouts trying to stretch his back. He gave everything he had left. The Celtics reached the playoffs, but lost in the first round.
The following season, 1991 to 1992, he played only 45 games. His back was destroying him. He could not move the way he once did. He could still shoot, still think, still compete, but his body was failing. After the season, he joined the Dream Team for the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona. He played through the pain one more time. The United States dominated. Larry hit clutch shots. He represented his country. Then he retired. He finished his career with 21,791 points.
24.3 points per game, 3 championships, 3 MVP awards, 2 Finals MVP awards, 12 All-Star selections, 9 All-NBA First Team selections. He shot 49.6% from the field for his career, 88.6% from the free throw line. He never dunked much. He was not known for defense, though he was smart and effective. He was not the fastest, but he was the most competitive, the toughest mentally, the most prepared. According to reports, teammates said Larry arrived at the arena hours before games. He shot hundreds of shots. He studied opponents. He knew their tendencies, their weaknesses. He exploited everything.
Larry transformed the forward position. Before him, forwards were expected to rebound and play in the post. Larry could do those things, but he could also shoot from distance. He could pass like a point guard. He made the Celtics' offense flow through him. The modern NBA, with its versatile forwards who can shoot and pass, owes a debt to Larry Bird. After retirement, he became a coach, then a front office executive for the Indiana Pacers. He won Executive of the Year. He remained connected to basketball, but his playing days were over. 13 seasons, all with Boston, all wearing number 33. Some fans believe he is the greatest small forward ever. Others argue for LeBron James. The debate continues, but no one questions Larry's heart, his pride, his will to win. He came from nothing, a small town, a broken family, a dirt court with no net, and he became a legend. On cold Boston nights, you can almost see him still, standing at the top of the key, calling out his defender, telling them exactly where he will shoot from, rising up, following through, watching the ball arc perfectly toward the basket, knowing before it even arrives that it will go in. That was Larry Bird. Confidence backed by countless hours of work. Trash talk earned through excellence. A shooter who made the impossible look routine. A champion who never stopped competing. A legend who proved that greatness is not about physical gifts. It is about heart, mind, will. He lives quietly now in Indiana, away from the spotlight. He gave the game everything. The game gave him immortality.
4 men, 4 journeys, 4 versions of the same perfection. The ball leaves the hand. It rotates. It arcs. It falls through the net. Thousands of hours condensed into one smooth motion. Greatness built quietly, one shot at a time. Sleep well. Dream of perfect form and endless dedication. Good night.